welcome everyone to the LEC post-game lobby. I'm shocked, joined by elyoya and by Carrzy after they win 3-1 versus G2 Esports, and Mad Lions make it to their very first LEC final. Congratulations to you both. Can I get the first reactions on making it to the final? Maybe Carrzy first.
Thank you. So I'm not very surprised because I knew that we are playing really well. And today we proved it. We smashed G2 in first two games. But then the third game was a bit nothing special. And then the last game was kind of a banger, I'd say. So I'm happy.
elyoya?
I think you played different game. The first game was not a stomp. I mean, the first game I got a bit gapped, but apart from that, it was fine. Like, I mean, I'm really happy to be on the finals already, and I don't know, play it. Like, I want to see how it goes.
I mean, I saw you tweeting like, am I sleeping? Am I dreaming? Can someone wake me up? I mean, for you, this is so crazy, elyoya. You know, coming here as a rookie, of course, you have experience, Movistar Riders, but being in the LEC is something completely different. How proud are you on your own achievement? Because so much of it is also due to you.
I mean, I think I did my part, but I think that I have had like a lot of good people around me. I think that Mad Lions, in terms of org as player, has really like good things to offer. So even though I think I did my part, I could have I still have some shaky games. So I mean, but overall, I would say I'm proud, and like it's been a good split, I would say.
I mean, yes. If you would ask any rookie to have this result is really amazing. So we're going to take a look at some highlights. What was the hardest game then to you, Carrzy? Was it game 3 then? I guess because you lost that one, or?
And for me, it was definitely game 3 because they snowballed on us.
Yeah.
And also game 4 was kind of hard in the early game, to be honest.
Yeah. So, I mean, what was really apparent is that they really changed their strategy, right? After games 1 and 2, they had a more like classic team composition, which means that you had to take care of a lot more threats. And Jankos got his hands on the volley bear. How did that change things for you, elyoya?
I mean, I think that he played really well the third game, and it felt bad because I was playing the Karim, which is supposed to be like a really strong champion, but I felt more comfortable on Udyr, and it's a better matchup on Volibear, so I just swapped it on the fourth game.
Well, you were still really fed though in that third game, right? And well, he took your camps, but you got the first blood top. So what do you think it was in the team then? I mean, not asking to blame anyone, but obviously it didn't go as well as game
it's
2.
definitely a bottling gap. Like my bot lane is not covering, so what can I say?
Jungle gap.
Jungle gap, but they say the jungle gap is support gap, right? So
It is. Support is the most OP.
yeah, all right. Well, I have good news then. The Zakia player of the series was carrzy with 45% of the votes. Yesterday, I believe Limit won as well. So it's a support gap all around. Do you think he deserves it, carrzy?
And I think I deserve it for the series. So, Kaiser, I'm watching you. I don't like that you stole my MVP this time.
Okay.
But otherwise, Kaiser played really well. I'm happy.
Did he? How about Humanoid?
So Humanoid was... And I think that his performance was quite unacceptable.
Okay.
He missed a lot of shockwaves and there was a lot of choking. Also, the shot calling was definitely not on point today. So I think Marek has a lot of to improve.
Okay, I'm sure he'll be listening to that. And then Armut, did he play well or did nobody play well except for you two?
No, I think Armut had an okay performance. Like he could let us carry the game, but yeah, I'm really disappointed with Marek. Like every play that went wrong, it was just Marek shot calling every single play. So a bit of shame on him.
I am seeing something, and I asked production to look for a specific clip, and I'm going to ask them to play it right now, because last year all we saw were tweets from Carrzy to Humanoid saying, you know, that they liked each other so much, that they were good friends, but then last week we saw this emotional moment
Is this
between
edited,
you two.
no?
So what's going on?
I actually don't believe this happened.
Okay.
I think it's edited.
Yeah.
It's an edit?
Yeah.
We are known to do that.
That never
in the
happened.
LEC. Okay, but apparently there's a slow-mo as well, so it's... I love how Marek just gets like a tap on the shoulder.
Like, I think what really happened there, it was me and Humanoid kissing. I don't know why on this video I'm kissing elyoya, so...
No, you'll have to see it. But all jokes aside, we are trolling a bit here, I see, but I get it, you know, it was a great win. I do want to talk a bit more seriously. If you want, you can troll as well, of course. I'm not your mom, do whatever you want. But about the game and the series, I want looking ahead, because last spring, you were in the team with Mad Lions that beat G2 so convincingly. And a lot of people were saying, oh, it's because they don't have to go to the studio and they can't beat them that way. And then obviously because you weren't able to make it all the way to the finals, that came back. How different is it this time around, you think?
I mean, To be honest, I think it's just because of stage. Like we all love playing on stage nowadays, and even Kaiser loves it, and elyoya and Armud also do love it. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like playing on stage is so much different, and it makes everything 10 times better. Like even when you win, you feel a lot happier, and you have the greater motivation while playing here, instead of like playing from home, which is kind of boring nowadays. You can't even celebrate. You're just staying in a room.
True.
So I know. We are just stage team nowadays.
Now you're a stage team, so that's evolved from last time. And then elyoya, I know you got to play on stage in the LVP as well, I believe, a couple of times. No, not in front of the big crowds either. But then there's no crowd here either. So how has the adjustment been for you?
I mean, I think I'm still adapting. I wouldn't say I'm completely comfortable on stage because after first game, I mean, after I went 0-2, I was a bit shaking actually. So I think that game I choked. I was a bit nervous. But after it, it's just like the same as the Rogue series is. After first game, it's just like I have let my int like go already. So I'm now like more comfortable with myself and like more confident.
Yeah.
So I'm getting used to stage, and it's just like better to play on stage than on home. Like you feel emotions you don't feel when you play from home, so it's way better.
Yeah, a lot of people have commented on your mentality, the way you come across in interviews and the way you come across in this feature that we saw also that I think the Spanish production team made. And Cadrol was commenting on that for a rookie, you have such an incredible mindset in terms of the focus you have and the self-criticism you have. Could you elaborate a little bit on like how are you so critical of yourself? Like what tools do you use to make sure that you get better fast?
I mean, I don't think like. I mean, I think it all came along by just not having a plan B. So it's just like I really wanted to go pro in league, but like for real, I knew it was my dream, and like I didn't enjoy anything as similar as playing league. Like I could think of any job or of any like studying or anything, and I just felt like I was not happy. I was not having a good life. So when I have the chance to actually be happy and like to live of something I really enjoy playing, I'm gonna give it all and like no regrets. Like if if I get like to an older state, I just wanna look past and say, okay, I gave everything I had, and maybe it didn't work out, maybe it did, but at least I have no regrets on. I didn't like, yeah, I gave everything.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's great, and especially in the context of the Mad Lions, a lot of people were saying, why would they give up Shadow? You know, he was such a great jungler as well, so they gave you that faith. How has it been working with that team and in that environment with the coaches and whatnot?
I didn't expect them also to like to get rid of Shadow, but so it was also quite surprising for me, and it was some big shoes to fill because I think Shadow had a pretty good split.
Yeah.
So I had a bit of pressure, but I think that working with the team was really good. Like I learned a lot. Like I actually think that, for example, Marek is the one that has teach me the most. I think he's really smart about the game, and like he actually helps a lot the rookies. And like same for carrzy, Kaiser, and Armut. Like they have all been really nice, and the ambient and the environment is just really good here.
Yeah. Would you say that as well, Carrzy? Because now you're not a rookie anymore. Now other players are looking at you to give them advice. How do you feel in the leadership role?
I mean, I definitely agree with elyoya. Although I'm not that type of the guy that would give like good feedback. I don't know like how to explain stuff very well. So Marek Humanoid is helping them a lot. Like he has taught Armut and elyoya a lot, definitely. And without Marek, this wouldn't be possible.
Okay, so he didn't do that well in the series, but he's actually really good at helping the team out. I get it. We've come full circle. So let's take a look at the bracket where the Mad Lions are now ready for their first ever LEC final. So G2 will now face the winner of Rogue versus Schalke 04. And this bracket is just nuts. Like, I don't even know what happened here. So let me ask you first your predictions on Rogue versus Schalke tomorrow. Carrzy, who has that?
So my last prediction was a bit different, and I don't know what to expect anymore because I feel like Schalke are playing really well. They are playing as a team, and I think that's the most important thing for them right now. So I'd say that Rogue is gonna win 3-2.
3-2. So it could maybe go either way. elyoya?
I'm going for Schalke actually.
Schalke, you're on the
I
high
think
train?
it's 3-2 for Schalke.
3-2 for Schalke. So let's go. If your prediction is Rogue, G2 Rogue then, who are you going to meet in the finals?
And I hope it's G2. And also my brain says G2, so It's just G2.
I guess it's the same for you then,
Yeah.
because I think I saw it on Twitter today from Fernando. But like, you can never count G2 out because they are the kind of team that until they lose in the finals, they are the team to beat. But how do you feel about their strength after having played them last year and won and lost versus them? How do you think they look right now at this point in the playoffs, and how much beatable or how more beatable do you think they are, Carrzy?
So it's hard to say because we changed the roster.
Yeah.
But to me, it looks like they might be better than the last roster because they have a lot more. I mean, they have higher peak. So if they are on their peak, I think they definitely beat the last roster. But when I played against the last roster, then they were stronger than this. Or maybe it's just because we improved a lot. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that might be the case too. Do you think it's a lot to do with the draft as well that they're trying out now, or?
I think so. I think so definitely because I don't really like Karma and also what they were picking. I don't find it strong. So, but every team has different point of view on it, and also like they are playing. Every team is playing into different strengths. So I think anything can work for any team.
Okay, Elyoya, now that you've beat G2 once, how are you feeling about having to do it again, possibly knowing that they'll also have a lot of training under their belt?
I mean, I think it's gonna be scarier, the G2, if they go to the finals this Saturday. Because, I mean, they even typed in chat, like, we didn't go through losers bracket yet, so we didn't reach our power spike. And I think that's actually true. I think that they improve a lot from actually from losing. I think they take a lot. So I think that it's going to be a real banger this Saturday. The BO5, I think it's going to be quite interesting.
Yeah, of course you have then the advantage that they don't have as much time to prepare, but on the other hand, you actually don't really know who to prepare against either, because maybe Schalke or Rogue do it in any case. But it's true that G2 is one of those teams that takes a lot from best of fives, and in fact, in this system, they've always fallen down to the loser bracket and came back to win it. But, you know, traditions are there to be broken, so we'll see what happens. Tomorrow, we are closing out round 2 with Rogue versus Schalke, and Rogue versus Schalke. They will then fight for a shot in the semi-final. We already got the prediction, so we've got a Schalke win and we've got a Rogue win. God, Gilius, man, how can you vote against him?
I mean, it's true. I love Gilius.
Yeah, but, you know, the rest of the team has to win too. Okay, fantastic. I'm not going to keep you guys for too long. I'd like to take a selfie with you guys, seeing how you're here in person. Finally. It was a really bad angle yesterday, so I'm going to try and do better this time. All right.
We get together?
Yeah, let's go closer.
Yay. Cool. Nice. Thank you very much. And thank you all at home for watching. That's all from us here tonight. There's a lot more bangers coming. In fact, the LCS is going live right now. Cloud9 versus TL. That is such a banger. Go and watch it. And tomorrow it's Rogue versus Schalke. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Yeah.